Hi dear students, today we can discuss about turnover ratios. So we can discuss first about trade receivable turnover ratio. So in the question given, one question we can see, calculate trade receivable turnover ratio from the following. Another name for trade receivable turnover ratio is debtors turnover ratio. So what are the information given in the question C? Total net revenue from operation 2 lakhs. Net cash revenue from operation 40,000. Debtors in the beginning 35,000. Debtors at the end 55,000. So what we have to calculate is trade receivable turnover ratio. First we can write the equation. Trade receivable turnover ratio is equal to credit revenue from operation divided by average trade receivable. So in this question, net revenue from operation as well as cash revenue from operation is given. So from the total revenue from operation, when you minus cash revenue from operation, you will get a credit revenue from operation. So first we can calculate credit revenue from operation is equal to total revenue from operation minus cash revenue from operation. Total revenue from operation, it was in the question 2 lakhs minus cash revenue from operation is 40,000. So we will get a credit revenue from operation is 1,60,000. Now second in the equation we need average trade receivable. We know average trade receivable is equal to opening trade receivable plus closing trade receivable divided by 2. Trade receivable, two items will come normally, bills receivable and debtors. Okay, so opening bills receivable and debtors plus closing bills receivable and debtors. In the question debtors only given, we can take it debtors only. In the question both debtors and bills receivable given, both we have to take. But in the question debtors only given, that means we have in the trade receivable only one item, that is debtors. So opening debtors plus closing debtors divided by 2. In the question opening debtors is 35,000, closing debtors is 55,000. So here when you calculating 35,000 plus 55,000 divided by 2, so we will get a 45,000 is the average trade receivable. Now we can come back to the equation. Trade receivable turnover ratio is equal to, equation we already know, credit revenue from operation divided by average trade receivable. So credit revenue from operation we calculated 1,60,000. Average trade receivable we calculated 45,000. So 1,60,000 divided by 45,000, we will get the answer 3.56. So always turnover ratio we will represent in times. So we will write the answer 3.56 times. I think when you calculate it will go 3.55 something like that. We have to round off to the 2 decimal places. Okay. So now we can take another question. That is in the question you can see, from the following calculate opening and closing trade receivable. So what we have to calculate? Opening and closing trade receivable. So you can see what are the information given in the question. Credit revenue from operation given 3,60,000. Trade receivable turnover ratio is given in the question 3 times. Then one more information given. Opening trade receivable is 1,20,000 more than the closing trade receivable. Its meaning is opening trade receivable is how much more? 1,20,000 greater than the closing trade receivable. This much information is given in the question. What we have to calculate? Opening and closing trade receivable. See here in the question we don't know what is opening trade receivable, how much is a closing trade receivable. So we can take it closing trade receivable be X. Take it as X. Closing trade receivable take as X. Then opening trade receivable how much will become? Here it is given opening trade receivable is 1,20,000 more than the closing. So we can take closing is X. Then opening will be X plus 1,20,000 because it is 1,20,000 more than the closing. Now trade receivable turnover ratio we know equation credit revenue from operation divided by average trade receivable. So from this average trade receivable we can write we know opening trade receivable plus closing trade receivable divided by 2. Trade receivable means both debtors and bills receivable is included. Okay. So here we taken already as closing trade receivable X, opening trade receivable X plus 1,20,000. So here average trade receivable become X plus 1,20,000, that is opening trade receivable plus closing trade receivable is X divided by 2. So when you are doing X plus X, 2X plus 1,20,000 divided by 2. So you can take here 2 as a common outsider. So when you taking 2 from 2x, x will come balance. From 1,20,000, when you taking 2 out, to balance will come 60,000. So 2 into x plus 60,000 divided by 2. Here 2 and 2 will become cancelled. Balance you will get x plus 60,000. So average trade receivable we got x plus 60,000. Now we can come back to equation. We know that in the question what is given? Trade receivable turnover ratio is given 3 times. So here we can write trade receivable. I written the short form only. Don't use the short form in exam. Trade receivable turnover ratio is equal to, we know, net credit revenue from operation. It is given in the question 3,60,000. So 3,60,000 divided by average trade receivable. Average trade receivable we calculated now x plus 60,000. So it will become x plus 60,000. Now trade receivable turnover ratio given in the question 3 times. So we can write here 3 is equal to 3,60,000 divided by x plus 60,000. So when you cross multiply this, we will get 3 into x plus 60,000. That will become 3x plus 1,80,000. So 3 into x, 3x. 3 into 60,000, 1,80,000 is equal to, what is remaining here? 3,60,000. So 3x is equal to, this 1,80,000 we can bring to opposite side. So 1,80,000 here we will minus. So 3x is equal to 3,60,000 minus 1,80,000. So 3x is equal to 3,60,000 minus 1,80,000, we will get 1,80,000. So x is equal to, here 3 is multiplied, so opposite side we have to divide. So x is equal to 1,80,000 divided by 3, we will get 60,000. We already taken x as closing trade receivable. So we got closing trade receivable as 60,000. Opening trade receivable we taken as what? X plus 1,20,000. Because it is given in the question, opening trade receivable is 1,20,000 more than the closing trade receivable. Closing trade receivable we got 60,000. So opening trade receivable is equal to 60,000 plus 1,20,000, we will get 1,80,000. So in the question they are asking to calculate closing trade receivable and opening trade receivable. We got the answer, closing trade receivable 60,000, opening trade receivable is 1,80,000. Okay. So practice this kind of questions 2, 3, 4 times. Watch the video, then only will get the clear idea. Okay. All the very best.